not gonna lie, I know the cake looks a little ugly, but that's just like Bumble. She's a little ugly too. Get the gloves. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Scooping Poop with Vivian. This is a channel where I help educate you on exotic animals. So if you like what my channel is about, then be sure to click the subscribe button. It's Bumble's birthday! Yay! If you guys do not know who Bumble is, she is my female goldendoodle, and she is turning 1. Bumble is this big, bright, beautiful cream puff that has entered my life and changed my life in multiple ways. For one, she is my psychiatric service dog in training, and if you have no idea what that means, then click the video on the iCard. And 2, besides her working title, she is a lovely pet. So today I will be making Bumble a raw cake. Raw feeding has been around for super duper long, and if raw feeding is done correctly, emphasis on correctly, your dog will have a completely balanced diet and will not get sick from raw meat. However, that being said, it is completely your choice to feed raw meat or not. It is currently the next morning, hence why my makeup and outfit is different. I'm crouching at a 45-degree angle, by the way. So now I'm going to show you guys all the ingredients I'm going to use. Keep in mind that this is not a completely balanced raw diet. This is just a cake. First up is ultra lean ground turkey. Next up, we have a pre-made beef-based raw mix. This contains beef bones, beef organs, and also beef muscle meat. I get this from my holistic pet store. Next up, we have frozen goat milk, and also some good old salmon oil for some extra flavor. I'll also be using 1 hard-boiled egg and a packet of pumpkin. In order to form our abomination meat cake, I'll be putting it into this Chinese looking lunch thingy. So we'll be making the cake with this mold. Can you believe that there are no round cake pans at Kroger? Now the very first step I'm going to take is defrost this chunk of blood and meat in the microwave. I'll be using the defrost setting so it doesn't cook the meat, but ideally I would have left this out 12 hours ago in the refrigerator. I am lazy. So basically, in order to form the cake part, I'm going to mash up ground turkey with the pre-made raw mix, and that will be our cake. Remember when you're working with raw meat, whether it's for people or for your pets, to always wash your hands very thoroughly. In this clip, I am wearing gloves just in case because sometimes meat gets stuck underneath my nails. This lighting actually makes me really pretty. I like it. And so now I'm just going to go boil my egg and beat my meat. In order to add some flavor and seasoning to our cake, we obviously can't use sugar or salt or any conventional spices because then my dog would die. But instead, to add more flavor, I am using salmon oil. This is a great supplement for pretty much any dog out there, and it adds a huge boost of flavor. Along with that, just to make this meal a little bit more healthy, I'm going to be adding her daily multivitamin. Focus. Focus. This one is by Dr. Harvey, and I really like it. There were a lot of options for a dog icing online. A lot of it involved using coconut oil and letting it freeze. However, I didn't want to use excessive coconut oil in this recipe since I'm already using the salmon oil. So what I will be using is pumpkin. Now, to be completely honest, you could just use unflavored canned pumpkin. It is a lot cheaper than this prepackaged stuff. But guess what? I hate can openers, and so I got this one instead so I can open it easily without crying. And just as a boost of extra flavor and probiotics, I will also be adding goat milk to my pumpkin puree. And since we're not baking this meat cake, I need to make sure it does not stick to the container, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of coconut oil to grease up my pan. And once everything is packed down, it should look like this. And in order to keep everything pressed down, I'm going to use the top of the lid just to smash it in. I ended up leaving our meat cake in the freezer for only around 20 minutes. I didn't want it to be completely frozen, I simply wanted it to set so it wouldn't fall apart. Afterwards came the assembly. After meticulously struggling for an embarrassingly long time, I finally got the cake out and into Bumble's bowl. Afterwards came the assembly where I took the pumpkin puree and used it as frosting. Next, I took the hard-boiled eggs and put them on top. And to be honest, I have no idea what I was doing, but it ended up looking like eyes. Lastly, I took a grain-free dog biscuit and put it there kind of like a mouth. It looks like a really sad, pathetic smiley face, but hey, it's 2020. I'm not gonna lie, I know the cake looks a little ugly, but that's just like Bumble. She's a little ugly too. In the end, it didn't really matter how the cake looked because Bumble really liked it.
Leave it.
I decided to save the other half for dinner. This certainly isn't her typical proportions when it comes to raw feeding. It's her birthday, so I gave her a treat. And yes, thank you for noticing. I have short hair again. I basically never wanted my hair to grow out that long, but then Corona happened, so I haven't had it cut in a very long time. My neck feels very cold now. This footage that you're currently watching is pre-filmed and it's not even her birthday yet, so I have no idea how it went. Hopefully it went good. If you like Bumble, you can follow her on Instagram at Bumble the Service Bee, and you can follow me at Scooping Poop. This week's shout out. I give weekly shout outs in most of my videos, and today's shout out goes to Random Human. They have been leaving very funny comments on my videos, and guess what? I like to laugh. So thank you, that is your shout out. If you want to be featured in my videos, then just comment anything down below. Make sure you're subscribed and follow me on Instagram. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Bye! Everything is cake. I am cake. She is cake. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like that crazy trend where everything is cake. It's driving me crazy.